then join the RLPC using the Discord link below.
No, stream can't hear us. Ah. And now can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep, stream can hear us.
Turn me up a little bit, Iron. Yeah, it's super quiet. No, it's not muted. I'm just quiet. Okay, guys. You guys can't even tell. Can you turn it up even more, Iron? Because it's still pretty low. There we go. That's much better. All right. Well, don't worry about anything, you guys. Welcome back to RLPC. This time it is the major finals that we have coming up for you in 5 minutes. And again, Revy is here with me. And Revy, I know you have been doing a lot so far today, but how are you doing with it so far? You doing all right?
I'm doing all right. I'm enjoying myself, Bard.
You're enjoying yourself. That is good. That is all that anyone can really ask of anyone. So we have the Kings versus the Bulls, and I want you to tell me exactly what you think is going to happen in this match.
To be honest, I really don't know what's going to go on here, but knowing Mitch and the Kings, they're going to sweep the floor with the Bulls.
Dang, that is a very that's a bold prediction to say the least.
Oh no!
And why do you say that?
Mitch, Four, and Skies just work really well together. I was in a call with him before, and they don't warm up. They don't do anything before any of their games, and they were 11-7. I know half the times Mitch and Four pretty much just troll in their games, and they still get it done.
I understand that, and I understand what you're thinking and why you're thinking that. But I mean, again, let's be honest. Let's take a look at all of Major. I mean, there are 4 teams that have less than 3 on their roster. Whitecaps have 2. There's no one on the Pirates, 1 person on the Lions, and then 1 person on the Flames, and 1 person on the Cobras. So you know, we're gonna step back and kind of analyze that in the offseason. I know the admins are.
You have to take a minute to look at the Whitecaps also and say, okay, so they made it to playoffs and they got first rounded. Saucy and Bacon then left, right? So
they did?
Yeah, they both left the league. So they had 4, but then they lost and they had 2 players that left. So like, yeah, there are a bunch of pretty mediocre teams, and a lot of major FFs this season.
Yeah.
But the Kings have sort of just shown that they are a good team with Skies and Mitch and Ford just all being insane mechanically. Mitch said something earlier about Ford carrying them in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find it. He said it in Gen Chat.
Oh no, I remember he responded to me.
Yep. So he said something about Ford was going to hard carry this game, and to be honest, it sort of just seems like that is what is going to happen.
All right. Well, you know, we don't have too much time left, so I want to get your actual prediction of what the score is going to be. I see that Reddit says that 56% say that Kings are going to take it, and 44% say the Bulls are. But what do you say, Revy?
I'm going with the Kings 4-2. Mitch, Skies, and as I was saying, Mitch, Skies, and 4 are really good players, and they've just shown that every step of the season.
Well, I think I do have to agree with you. I think they're going to take it probably 4-2, and I think that's what you said as well, no?
Yeah, that is what I said. 4-2 both.
All right, 4-2. So we both think the Kings will take it, and it's definitely going to be an interesting one. But so you really think that Mitch, Four, and Skies are going to take it all? You think they're going to do it the full?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Everything.
Yep.
100%. Man,
Yep.
you
4-2.
are. Man, that is bold, my good sir. That is incredibly bold.
I put all my channel points on it too.
And how many channel points do you have?
Right now I have 401.
401 left,
yes.
or is that how much you put on them?
I put 13,500 on the Kings.
13,500 on the Kings. Well, there's only 40 seconds remaining, so you guys should definitely do that. But I'm not actually able to do it. It's one of my biggest regrets. But as a mod or an admin, you are not allowed to bet on any of the predictions, which, not gonna lie, has me a little sad on that one. But it's going to be interesting because if the Bulls take this one, that there's going to be a lot of channel points going the other way, and that's going to be crazy to see. Oh, wait, is Four not playing? In Twitch chat, he said that he said good luck, Mitch, Skies, and Lenti. So we might have Four not playing on this one.
Four may be trolling here.
That is incredibly true. I've known a couple of major players, and they've been known to troll every now and then. So now the question is, Four, are you trolling or are you not? Let me see with my omnipotence if I can see if he's trolling or not. Uh-oh, and Mitch had his game crash. That is not ideal. That's not what we wanted. Wow, Samin talking smack over to Four. That's toxic right there, dude.
I have a feeling that Samin's thinking about the other Four, Trent Four, but knowing Samin, I don't know, to be honest.
Samin, he's a little bit of a troll, but we still love him. Good kid. But Revy, before we head into this one, Bulls. I mean, so we both said that Kings are probably going to take it, but the Bulls, they have 44%, so that's only that's only 6 behind the Kings. On the I can't even. Wow, you know what I meant to say, not what I said. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
But if they were able to take this one, how do you think they would do it?
Els and Insanity really have to step it up. Both those players need to make sure that they are with Jacob. I think it's going to be Els, Insanity, and Jacob.
Els, Insanity, and Jacob.
Oh, no. It looked like Insanity sat out the first 2 series. So it's going to be Jacob, Tides, and Els. So, I mean, then I'm going to have to say that it's going to have to be Els and Jacob based on stats from the earlier playoff games. I think Els really has to step it up and make sure that he's there for his teammates and he's passing the ball to his teammates. So all these players, of course, are really good because they've hit over, 1830? Yeah. So all these players are still really good. But I think that Els really just needs to bring it up a notch and make sure that he is there as a team player and not just as a solo player.
Now that's actually a really interesting point that I want to bring up because Els, he is 1880 on RLPC tracker. His MMR tracker is 1958, but he is on a max contract with Bulls. And could you enlighten me on to why that possibly could be? Because I honestly have no idea, and I really want to know.
Wasn't he GM last season?
He was not of the Bulls. He was of Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates, and then he was traded to the Bulls. I think that's where it comes in. I think what happened.
Isn't it 3?
Huh?
Isn't it a 3-season contract?
It's a 3-season max contract. So he hasn't finished his 3 seasons yet on that max contract. Once those 3 seasons go, or if he gets dropped, then that contract gets voided.
But then when it says season 3 of 3, no?
No, because it's still technically a max contract. Honestly, I don't know. But
all right. Well, my brain doesn't quite work, so that has me confused because I totally would think that it would just be a 3 of 3. But does that mean that I'm curious to know if that means that he's planning on being AGM or GM next season. Do you have any thoughts on that or no?
I don't believe he is planning on it. From what I've heard,
I don't think so. But he's
you're
a
in
great
chat.
guy, man.
Els in chat. Why are you on a max contract? We have to know.
Yeah, come on, Els, tell me. Spill the tea.
Because he was GM of Pirates Org and then got traded. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I said he was GM. He just wasn't GM of the Bulls.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't 100% sure of the reasoning, but it does look like that is the reasoning. He traded himself, basically.
All right. Well, it does look like all of the players are in. So, Revy, thank you very much for your analysis, and we'll see
welcome,
if the Kings actually take it forward at 2. And then will you be joining me for the late night 11 p.m. stream?
Probably. We'll see.
All right. Well, you are the best. Thank you very much. But let us head into this match, Kings versus Bulls. And with me is Titan on Fire. Titan, how are you doing?
I am doing great, Bart. Thank you for asking. You know, I was really sad because I was going to be covering a few of the other finals, and I couldn't because of this gosh darn cold that I got. But I'm feeling better today. I have a voice again, and I am so ready for this because I remember last season the Bulls were one of the most fun teams to watch for me. Of course, they had Tokyo on their team then, and Tokyo was just absolutely insane. But even then, you know, their new squad still retains a few of the same players, and I think it's going to be really fun. And the Kings, it feels like they just always have a solid roster. Like the 2 seasons I've been around, they just never don't perform.
You feel like the Kings aren't performing?
No, they never don't perform.
Oh, they never don't perform.
Yeah, okay, they're always performing well. I've said it in a roundabout way, but it feels like they just every single season they do so well, and now they made it to the finals. Again, one of the top teams, and I think everyone's really favoring them to win. You know, can't really blame them. I mean, looking at their lineup.
Well, L's bladder, apparently he can't take all the stress because apparently he needs to go relieve it. So,
honestly, I feel that. I feel that pain where you're like, you're getting really hyped up for a game, and then you go out and you're like, oh wait, no, I gotta go to the bathroom. And you're like, I'm still feeling a bit shaky. Just trying to get ready.
2 seasons ago, I think one of my teammates in a playoff match, he had to go to the bathroom, and they got a little upset that we took a break midway through, and I was just like, it's a bathroom break. Is that like, why would you not let them? But you know, if you gotta take a bathroom break, you know, nature calls. There's not much that you can really say to deny it, man. You know, you do what you got to do. I think that is just kind of the epitome of what we could say for that.
Yeah, I mean, listen. You just got to get comfortable. That's all. Although Els is taking a pretty long time here. You know, okay, there we go. He's back. I was gonna say that's a really long piss. If he's taking that long.
You know, the bladder, it stores a lot of liquid, and as for some people, it lets out slowly. So, you know, let's ignore this about Els and his bladder. Let's go straight into this match, and let us finally get started as everyone has wanted to. The Majors is playing 5 minutes to take game number 1. Who can do it? Tides is going to put that one above. Els is following, but forward with a nice boomer of a clearance. Skies is up, getting a slight touch. Tides getting dunked, but still wins the 50 in the end. Goes down to the left-hand side. Going to control it into the corner. Going to try to flick it right down, but forward with a beautiful save to keep them in that. 4 trying to go for the control, and a massive cars just head straight at him, and Els had a beautiful opportunity to put them ahead, but they decide, let me put it to the other side. So Jacob going to miss that one, opting to go for boost instead, but still had enough time to control it. 4 is going to challenge him into the corner. Mitch now looking for a shot, but it's going to be off to the side. Tides and Els somehow getting it over to Jacob. 4 going to get demoed for his work. Now Jacob going to leave that one for Tides, who's popping it up for himself. Going to try to make it look pretty. Ooh, and a nice bump onto Skies, but 4 is going to be there, so it's not going to be too difficult for him. Els can't get there first and put it into the back of the net. Skies now sending it out to Tides, who tries to put it back mid, but 4 is the only man there. Els opting to go for a little bit slower approach, gets it over 1, but Skies booming that straight up. Not going to get too much length, but gets a lot of height with it. Tides looking for a shot, but Mitch easily carries that one away. Now, we're a minute and 20 seconds into this thing, and tell me, what are your initial thoughts so far from both of these teams?
I mean, when you're looking at this, you gotta really like how the Bulls are coming out. The aggression that they're bringing so far, the touches that they're getting are very, very clean. The power that they're getting, just concise touches, that's absolutely what you want. They're getting a lot of shot opportunities, and even though they're not finding anything in at the moment, they have all the right ideas. They have all the right makings of a really great game one here. They're going for the right plan, or they're going for the right plays, and especially Tides here has had a lot of really nice air dribbles and touches to open up space that I've just been noticing. And as for the Kings, it's been a bit slower to start, but of course this is a team that you expect, even if they do have a slow game one, they're going to be able to pick it up in no time at all.
Yeah, I was going to mention, because earlier I think I was casting another Kings game. The first two games they kind of dropped and they were looking really sloppy, but they turned around and took the reverse sweep. So the Kings, they definitely have quality that they can prove themselves with. And Jacob now on that right-hand side, he's going to look for a pass mid. Tide is there. But Mitch, never mind, he's not going to go for it and leave that one for Skies. Jacob's up, getting a decent touch, but it's not going to be on target. L's trying to put that one into the back of the net, but Mitch stalls him onto that one. Ties now into the corner, trying to get it back mid, but Mitch again with the clearance. Passing it over to Ford, who booms that one into the back right-hand corner for the Bulls. For somehow getting a pinch with Jacob, I think was that. That was weird.
Yeah, a little bit of a pinch out of the corner. Nothing too spectacular, but unfortunate for the Kings is they had a nice press there. They had, if that touch had gone their way, it could have been a nice, it could have been the start of a very nice attempt. Because so far, I think the Kings have been surprisingly on the back foot in terms of offense. I think they've been the ones that are having to respond to the plays that the Bulls are making. You're seeing the infield passes coming out. They're the ones that are making those plays. They're the ones that are forcing these balls to their teammates and trying to get this defense out of position. And so far, they're forcing a lot of these saves out of the Kings. They're forcing them to constantly be just a little bit stressed, or just not sure if they can get to something, or not entirely 100% sure that they can get to it. They have to be like, all right, I got to go for this now, or else this might go in. And so far, you know, most of this game has gone by. It's been 0-0, but just very solid play from both teams. And you can't help but feel like the Bulls are just starting to close in every single time, just a little bit closer to scoring that goal.
Yeah, it's very much like we're watching a dance, like a waltz or something that they've been practicing, but I mean, no one's really starting to take the lead. You know, they're both just kind of testing each other out, saying who is going to become the lead dancer and who's going to really make this number pop, I guess. I don't know. I hope that analogy worked. If not, oh well. But we only have 45 seconds left in this entire match, and there's been no goals. A good amount of opportunities, though. Some good saves coming out from both sides, but ooh, Mitch is up. This could be it. Pops it off the back wall. For looking for the shot, but Jacob is there, going to save that one relatively easily. Mitch gets denied yet again. Could be a counterattack. Tide looking for the flick, but forward with a nice press. Els is up, booming that one down the field, but Mitch is going to be there, trying to pop that mid for her teammate. Guys will read it, but it goes slightly a little bit too high. For looking for a pass. Jacob stalling it just a little bit. Mitch is up, looking for his shot. It's going to be slightly above. He's going to finish it, though. And it's 7 seconds left in the entire game, and Skies is going to put the Kings into the lead.
Yeah, Jacob, I mean, off the backboard, I can understand the touch he's going for, but it's just such a risky read to go for. You have to be 100% sure that you're getting that challenge, because your teammate in net, I mean, he has a great angle to go for there. I think it was Els. He can just jump out of net. He can clear that space. You're on the backboard. If the shot goes high, you can cover it, but the player on the backboard going for it, person in it has to scramble, and the follow-up is just dunked through. And Kings just get to steal away a goal there. They get a lot of shots at the end. They finally find some pressure, and that's all it takes for them to take game one.
Yeah, I mean, it was really well done by Skies to angle his car, because he got that slight angle because he had almost nothing to shoot that with, and then gets it. I think it was on the top left side of his car, but it was a nice shot regardless from him, putting them into the lead and taking the first game. And wow, For's ping is actually a lot higher than I expected. Is he an EU player by any chance?
I think that ping would be more like US Central or US West, if anything.
That's fair, because it's like what, like 120 some? Oh,
yeah, EU is 120 from the East Coast, standardly, just usually. Yeah, looks like we are going to be remaking the Bulls. Maybe having a bit of latency, but they did play a very good game. You know, I think looking at that, it's really hard to say that any team really messed up or played badly. They both played some really good Rocket League. It just came down to, I think, that one challenge there off the backboard is a bit questionable, but of course there's always the chance that with L still rotating back into net, he wasn't sure if he could go for it, so he calls for his teammate too. But it's just an awkward position, and then Skies finds the dunk, manages to get the 50 with both the post and the player and push it through, which does just enough to get the Kings the win. And I think that's kind of a breath of fresh air for them, because that was a game where you were kind of feeling like the Bulls had the upper hand, where they were really coming out strong, and the Kings held them off. They got it into a stalemate, and then they just found pretty much the last second goal to get themselves the win.
Yeah, I mean, just that one lucky touch is all you need sometimes. So we're back into the match. 5 minutes, Kings taking number one in the Bulls. What response do they have? Are they going to come out swinging? Are they going to take a much calmer approach? Dude, like I said, my words don't work too well. L's trying his best to put the Bulls into the lead, but it's not quite going to work out. A good save coming out. Tide's looking for the pass, but Jacob was on a different wavelength there. For not able to read that one. Ooh, that's a good pass and a beautiful save by Jacob. Is going to keep him into it. A really well-worked play, but unfortunately for them, it just did not quite work out. Jacob not getting that touch. Tides is up, gets the save, booms it away. Shot on target, but Ellis is going to control it relatively easily. Just stay with it, looking for a flick. Flicks it incredibly high, and Jacob is up. Jacob pops it down, and Jacob scores the Bulls' first goal of this entire series.
I mean, to the moon, Els. Just absolutely skies the ball into the air, and there's no way you're reading that off the backboard. No offense to any of the Kings defenders. That is an impossible read. And Jacob has plenty of space, finds the drop down off that pre-jump from the defender, and a beautiful play from the Bulls. Both these teams actually really looking good right now. You can tell just going for the offenses for both of them. Really being creative, really knowing how much space and time they have to work with, and they're so far making some great plays with the defense as well. Just everything so far in these first two games looking absolutely incredible. And this time the Bulls managed to get in that goal. They were trying for the first 3 minutes of that game one to find that early goal, and they couldn't get it. They finally do here in game two.
Yeah, again, both these teams having such quality for getting a demo onto Jakob. I believe that's how someone at least told me to say his name. Jakob is more traditional, I think, from a certain perspective. Before getting a demo onto Els, Mitch looking for the shot. It's going to be crossbar and off. Jakob going to stay with it. Going to try to take it to the left. Beats one. The four is going to be there. Not going to let him have anything. Still staying with, but Els is there, hitting it right off the ceiling, and a boomer away from Mitch. He's trying to stay with, but Tides is going to be there easily first. Clearance away by Skies. Els, though, getting a touch. Tides looking for the pass to Jakob, but four is going to be there. Still staying with. Looking for a pass to his teammate, I think, but Els is going to take that one away. And a nice shot, and Skies is going to put them back into the lead, or not into the lead. Tied up at 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, a beautiful threaten on the demo. Els, I think he might have gotten Goomba stomped. I'm not sure why he wouldn't jump in that situation just to get a better touch, but doesn't end up jumping for one reason or another. Causes his car to just not have any power on that touch. The shot goes through, and right off the kickoff, the Bulls say, no, we're going to stay in the lead, Jakob. Yeah,
it just looks pretty.
It's too quick.
It just looked pretty. I don't know why. I just liked how it looked. It looked good. I liked it. I like the look.
It was the right amount of twists where it was like it looked good, but it wasn't so much that it slowed him down. Just perfect car control.
Yeah, really well done from him. So 2-1 still for the Bulls. And a good save from Ellis is going to keep it that way. Tide's looking to extend it, but Skies put it into the corner. Trying to get a clearance away, but it's not going to be the most convincing of touches. For clearing that one down. Mitch trying to stay with. Tides is there, getting it past Mitch, which is honestly surprising. I thought he would have had the 50 at least. Sky is going to opt out of going for that one. Mitch was there. Now Sky is trying to take it away. Gets past one. Looking for the shot, but Tides is there. Gonna stay with it before he is up. Getting a decent touch. Getting it past one. Jakob. Nice pinch that I wasn't expecting, but a really good pop-up from him, and Els couldn't put it on target. Tides is up, but gets beat to it by Mitch, and that's an open net if he can get there in time, which he can't, but 4 can, and he's going to make it 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, just beats the third man. That's all there is to that play. Not much more to say about it, and 4 finds the goal. The Kings tie it up. Minute 39 left on the clock, and this game has been, I think, pretty much just as even as the last. It's kind of baffling to see how closely matched these two teams are in skill level. You figure, with people predicting a 4-2, that the Kings would, of course, come out and definitely, of course, play better. But so far, the Bulls have just really been looking great.
Yeah, I mean, both teams, they've been showing their quality. Both have had better timing, if that makes sense, than the other at different times, for like 30 seconds or some. One team looks so much better than the other. Just kind of reverse that around. So, but again, it's really consistent. And I mean, it's a best of 7. So 4 games, it's always going to be the one who is more consistent the longer. So the question is, who's going to stall it out? Who can get to that point that they need? And the Bulls, they're looking to take game 2 here, because again, as game 1, it did go the Kings' way with just 1 goal. Incredibly low scoring first game, but the second game is looking a lot more like what we were expecting. For trying to get that mid, Jakob pops it away to the left-hand side, but Skies is there, looking for a pass mid. Els will stall him though. Tides popping it over Mitch for trying to control it, but Els is on his butt. Jakob looking for the shot. It's on target, but a good save from Skies is going to deny them that lead. For trying to get that mid for Skies, but a good dunk by Els. Still staying with. But Mitch is there first. Jakob is up, but ooh, never mind. He does beat Mitch. Skies trying to get that past Tides. He does, and Tides gets demoed. Only 2 seconds left before OT. Els popping it down, and that is easily going to go into OT. And these teams, again, there's nothing in between them. They are both playing their hearts out. Jakob losing that one over to Skies. Els is up, demoing him, but Skies will get the good touch. Tides, though, into the corner, still staying with. Mitch is there, showing it just a little bit. Jakob is up, getting a touch, but Skies is going to be the only person who collects. It's over to 4, who's looking for a pass mid, and it's a little bit too far for any of his teammates. Mitch getting a pass 2. There's only 1, but he made that save. Goes over to the side. Skies trying to stay with, maybe. Not going to turn for it. Mitch trying to get it back out mid, going for a double touch. Couldn't find it, but Els gets absolutely dunked, and the Kings take game number 2 as well.
The boost starve off of the overtime. Just nothing in the tank for all of the Bulls, and the shot finds its way in. Kings grab game number 2, and that was a game where for the Bulls they got the overtime this time. It wasn't any like 3-second shenanigans where they couldn't even try and make a comeback. This was an even game. This was, I think, much even. Despite how close the game 1 was, even more just close, and still just 1 goal. The Kings managed to eke it out. They make the plays where it matters, and now up 2-0 in a great spot. You really are looking at the Bulls and saying, well, what is your answer here? Because obviously their offense, I think, is on par. They're making just as good plays, and I think their decision making right now is especially great. It does just feel like, I mean, you can't even say it's up to defense, though. This is what's so hard about this. You can't even say the Bulls defense is doing bad either, because obviously they have 7 saves to 11 shots. So they're saving quite a few shots, and the Kings obviously putting on a lot of pressure. But I think, as you said, I think it's just consistency at this moment where they're just making that one little mistake. And at this level, that's all it takes. Because you can play an impeccable game, but if your opponents are also playing perfectly, all you need is one bad touch, one bad clear that allows your opponents to get a stranglehold going, that allows them to get a consistent boost steals, and that can lead into that 1 extra goal.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel really bad because, going by the scoreline, Kings, they have 2 games on them, but honestly, I feel like it's kind of the coin toss just kind of went Kings' way both games. Because again, you know, one goal in it, one was OT, the other, like, again, still hard fought. Like, no one really scored. So, I mean, regardless of how it looks, the Bulls have definitely been doing incredibly well. And, like, there's nothing... I mean, I don't even know if I would say that there's much that I would recommend them to change. But Skies... Jeez, man. That's just being savage at this point.
I mean, this is just such a nice read. Gets the 50, immediately transitions it into the double jump, hop over the last defender. There's not a lot you can do there in that position. if you're the last man, like Jacob was. And yeah, Kings open up the scoring, and that's the fastest goal we've had in this series, where it's usually been a bit tamer, I'd say, for the first minute or so of gameplay. Then it starts to open up, but Kings get the first goal, and you know, yeah, I was gonna say they've usually been the team to not score first, but that was only game 2. Game 1 was they scored the 0-second goal, so yeah, you can't really count that.
And again, I mean, it was just really a pressing moment by Skies. You know, it was one of those, he just was like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go for this. And he did it twice in a row and just had really good mechanics and did it absolutely fantastically. So kudos on him getting that goal. So for now, he's into his corner, trying to get it away. Never mind, it's Skies. Jakob putting that into the back four, trying to get a clear out, but he doesn't have any boost. Jakob still trying to stay with it, goes into the corner, goes out. Tides popping it down. Mitch trying to clear it away, but Tides was there yet again. Els is up before clears that one away. Mitch now trying to stay on that right-hand side, trying to get some more pressure back out mid, but Jakob flicks it over one. But doesn't have it control still, gets it past Tides for us, well done. Jakob bumps him away, which will buy them time, but Skies popping that back out mid, looking for a double himself. Jakob bringing that one away, and Mitch popping that up for trying to get there before Tides. Wins the 50, goes back out mid. 4 almost able to put that in. Big save by Jakob, will deny that. Mitch popping that high. It's going to go off the bar. Tides clearing that one away so far.
So much pressure coming out right now from the Kings. Just unrelenting. So many shots. Still, they can't find the second goal, which is going to be a bit of a sore because, you know, with these games being so close, you always like having that little bit of a buffer. You like having that comfort, that cushion of that 2-goal lead. It makes you just feel a little bit warm inside as you know that it's not going to be as easy for that to just suddenly disappear. But 4, what a touch!
4, you dirty person. Oh my gosh, that was so quick just to pop that one up. So really well done from him. But I mean, honestly, I would actually, I would disagree with you. I would say that 3 goals is really that time when you can take a breath and kind of be like, okay, now we have a little bit of a breather. Because 2 goals, I mean, you could still lose them very quickly in Rocket League. Like, this is an incredibly fast-paced game, and you know, if you're not careful, you could easily score, you know, 5 goals within a minute. Just one of those things. It just happens. So, but some miscommunication there. Jakob trying to pop that down for a teammate, but Sky is clearing that over to 4, who's not having the best of touches, I don't think. Sky is going to misread that one. Jakob now on the left-hand side, trying to get it past 4. Skies is there in the middle. Els, a good passing play, and oh my gosh! Jakob gets credit for the goal, and I really hope this was playing because it looks really nice.
I mean, full credit to Els there. Threads the needle, finds his teammate again. I mean, I don't even care if he was thinking about the shot, just the way that it lines up. That had to be a thought in his mind that that's going to hit back into his teammate. Maybe he didn't know it was going to go into the net, but it's a beautiful looking play nonetheless. And Bulls get themselves back a goal. They get themselves within 1. But, you know, it's... Again, this is not a game where they've had a lot of the pressure like it was for the other 2. This is a game where they've been kind of on the... Well, they've been on the back foot for a majority of it. So even finding that 1 goal, it feels like it just might be such a struggle with how well the Kings are playing right now.
Yeah, I mean, I also want to add that they did get the BM. You know, Jakob got the demo as well, so it wasn't just, you know, a clean passing play. Like, you know, he was a little bit of a bully, and it probably enjoyed it a lot, honestly. But it still looked absolutely beautiful, and they should be incredibly proud of that one. Skies getting demoed. 4 is over there trying to pop it mid. Jakob, though, he's looking for the flick, I think. Pops it over 1. But Skies is going to be in there in the net to make sure that's saved. happens. And Mitch trying to clear it away. Gets 50 though. Goes away to the other side. 4 trying to pop and pass 1. And this could be a chance. Els is not going to beat 4, but a good 50 by him. And Mitch is the first one up. Tides trying to get it back mid. Doesn't have too much boost. Now he does. Skies though will 50 him. Jakob still trying to stay with, but Skies is there yet again. 4 trying to get it past 1. Els though looking for the shot, but it's going to be too weak, and Mitch will have that one easily. Skies with a nice back touch. Over to Mitch into the aggressive corner, and will find the back of the net. And I'm a little surprised that none of the Bulls were there.
Yeah, the double commit. It feels bad in that moment there, but for the Bulls, they had to commit everything up. You know, they didn't have a lot of time to work with here. You have 20 seconds on the clock. You say, listen, we need to get this touch. If this 50 doesn't go our way, then it's most likely going to be a goal for them no matter what, just because of how bad their positioning was off of it, where they had a player cheating up. They had one that was at the midfield who was rotating in. And so no matter what, it was going to not look the best for them. But the 50 is just absolutely demolished. And Mitch comes back in, finds the angle, make it for the Kings. After what has been 2 really close games, just run away with this one at the end.
I mean, the demo for Mitch onto Tides, you just feel bad for the man. You know, it was obvious Mitch was trying to go for the ball, you know, trying to make something happen, and he just happened to be in his way. So that's really savage from him, honestly, but well played from the Kings. They are doing really well. And now the only chance for the Bulls is if they get a full, complete reverse sweep. That's a tall order. You know, that's so when you get one of the big orders when you're working at fast food, you know, it's rush hour and someone calls in an order for I don't know, 20 huge orders. Well, I'll just say that, you know, it's a lot, dude. I don't know. I don't know too much fast food, I'll be honest.
Don't worry, neither do I. So I wouldn't know either. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, even if you only looked at that game 1, like the first half, in isolation where the Bulls had complete control, it still didn't feel like that still felt like a game where it's like, sure, they had the advantage, but still felt like, you know, the Kings had some say in it. You know, it still felt like they were able to dictate the pace. They weren't being completely controlled. They weren't being they weren't allowing the Bulls to control the pace. They weren't allowing them to have boost control. They were still managing to have their influence on it. And so even in a game like that where the Bulls come out and they obviously are feeling comfortable and they come out blazing, they look for the passing plays and everything, and that's all going great, it still was a 1-goal game. The Kings still held strong, and then it just has felt like even in the shootout, both teams score 2. The Kings get the overtime goal. It was kind of a toss-up, but they get the pressure off it. They get the boost steals. They're making all the right decisions. And coming down to that game 3, obviously the Bulls were already looking towards this game 4. They knew that game was lost, and they let in 2 extra goals towards the end. But yeah, I mean, this is it for the Bulls. You got to see that game 1 pressure. You know, you got to see Tides with the individual play. You got to see the passes. You got to see the infield cuts. You want all of that coming out of them, and right now, they're just getting outpaced by the Kings.
Yeah, and you saw the miscommunication between Els and Tides. They both were a little confused as to who was going to go for that one. So Jakob, wait, no, Tides, but it gets cleared off the line. Unfortunate for him. It was a really good try, but it did not quite work out. So Sky is trying to pass that one onto the wall over to himself, I guess. As I went through Mitch, Jakob, ooh, nice, a good demo onto Mitch, but 4 was there to make the save. Goes back out mid, and Mitch is up, getting a touchdown. Skies looking for the shot. It's a good one, and Els can't get there. And God. Skies is going to make it a 1-0.
I mean, you can't defend that. That's literally impossible to defend. That is the perfect shot from Skies. It is
far down, bro.
It's far enough up that even when you jump, you're like, there's no way this is going in, and then it's still bar downs. Just the Kings, I don't even know. You know, we predicted 4-2, and they're coming out here, and they're making a case for a 4-0.
Dang. Nothing else to really say, in my opinion. For getting it, I don't even know how he got that touch. Call it luck, call it skill, whatever it was. The Mitch, though, with a shot, and Jakob with a beautiful save to deny him any further goal for that. Els trying to get it past 4. He does, trying to go for the double, never mind. And it is a bar down for Els on the other side.
All right, Els. He says, listen, guys, I can do you one better. Beats every single player. A bump to get one out of the way. Doesn't even need his teammate to touch it up for him. He does it himself. And Els, you know, it's only 3 minutes, or it's only a minute and 25 into this game, and it feels like already 2 just massive blows being struck and answered. Mitch popping this one up for his teammate. 4 doesn't have enough boost to get over it, though. And you know, now I think this is good for the Bulls. They found the answer, because if that first goal had gone unanswered, if they hadn't been able to find a response to that, I would be very worried about them being able to get back into this game.
I mean, they have 3 minutes in the Bulls again. All right, never mind. I just had to catch it first, didn't I? I was about to say, you know, they got some time to do it, but Skies just reads that before anyone else and puts it into the back of the net.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as I said that the Bulls, they found the answer immediately, which was this is obviously such a good momentum boost for them. It just doesn't matter.
Hey, Titan, I think we should shut up about this, because apparently the Kings are just Kings are trying to shut us up, dude.
Yeah, first they say, listen, no. We're not going to let you get momentum back after we score first. We don't care that you found an answer. We're going to score again. And then they just pull that out. Mitch, the flip reset, gets it onto the backboard. Doesn't have enough boost to double tap it, but guess who's there? It's Skies, gets his third, finds the hat trick. The Kings right now just looking so clean.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a better way to say it, just clean. Really, really well done. Yeah, like Insanity did say, you know, there is plenty of time, but the Bulls would have to come up with a miracle, because, I mean, look at the way they're playing. Like, that shot. What the heck, dude? Power, the accuracy, top right corner, boom, bang, done. That's it.
Okay, Skies. I have no idea how he is just so good. Just every shot, so much power, and it's so accurate as well. Skies, I mean, MVP performance in this game alone. Well, you know, it's at game 4. All right, we need to end the game. Okay, just hand it off to Skies. This shot gonna be saved away by 4. And, oh, if you feel like for the Bulls there, that one needed to find its way in.
My word. All right, well, the Bulls, come on, you guys got 2 minutes. What can you do? That's a nice shot before. It's going to deny you on that one again. Jakob still trying to stay away the Mitch, though. Getting clearance away. Getting it past multiple. Looking for a shot, flicking it high. Misread, though, by 4. Jakob looking for a pass over the Tides. Going for the demo, and they will find one. Having the deficit. Making it 2-4.
All right, they get the play, and that's what needed to happen. Really smart play. Jakob forces out the early challenge from Mitch, stops Skies from going for the ball and Tides. Pretty much has a 1v like 1.5 there. There's no real challenge coming towards him. He just has to flick it, and he will get it over any challenge. Does so. And of course, the Bulls would have loved to have that goal earlier. They wanted that earlier on their infield pass. They didn't get it, but they still managed to find the goal to get them within 2. It's not a lot, but it is a glimmer of hope for them in a game 4 that it was feeling, after those 3 goals in a row from the Kings, a bit hopeless.
And Trent in chat, he hit it kind of on the head when he said, oh no, the Bulls have a pulse, because it just feels like the Kings have been absolutely just kind of stomping on them, dude, and just trying to, apologies, you know, just trying to smack them out of existence. And geez, man, that is all kinds of toxic right there.
I mean, Tides actually makes the smartest play right now, which is getting Skies into a Rule 1 so that the Kings don't have their best shooter on the pitch right now. This, I mean, honestly, that's a massive brain move from him, but I don't know if it's going to work out because, like, actually, surprisingly, I think the pace of play is slower in 2v2, but demos are just that much more efficient. The Bulls get the demo in the net. They find the 3rd goal.
Yeah, that's the power of demos, man. You know, you get one and it changes the game completely. So really well done. And putting it into the back of the net. Jakob they're not going to go down without a fight here in game number 4. They are looking for that reverse sweep life, man.
I mean, as I said, the smartest play that Tides could ever make, the biggest brain move, was actually